Toda a gente sabe que eu vou andar minhas rotas e café. O Sporting a apoiar, estádio a cantar. E para a semana cá estou outra vez. É dia de jogo. Toda a gente sabe que eu vou andar nas rotas e café. O Sporting a apoiar, o estádio a cantar. E para a semana cá estou outra vez.
Welcome back, baby. Welcome back.
That's most enthusiastic. Welcome back. I think I've heard it in
Welcome
a
back, baby.
long time.
What a day to be alive.
Welcome back to being campeões.
Woo! We're finally gonna get that badge back in the middle where it deserves to be.
Hopefully more often than before. That's for sure.
If Ruben stays, that's
staying.
a very
He
good.
already said he's staying, baby.
They all say that, bro.
He's saying
They
he's
all
got
Said he's not
contract.
catching a plane.
He ain't catching no
good.
more.
caught a plane.
Yeah,
They
it don't
caught him.
matter.
He
Yeah, I
wasn't
don't
even to
care.
Liverpool. It was to
Don't
West
care.
Ham.
They didn't caught him. He didn't hide it. He just went privately jet to West Ham.
Yeah.
Well, welcome back now.
To
Is
West
that better, bitch? It's the normal. It's just the three of us today. Nice, short, quick episode. Myself, Joey Anibal, John Pertuga over here, Chris behind the. I'm trying to do a thing where I change everybody's name every episode.
I see what
I
you're
even thought about doing different languages when I say welcome back. Bienvenido.
Bienvenido. Puñeta. Bienvenido.
Bienvenido.
Gotta do fine.
Bienvenido. It's gonna be a short one. We're just gonna basically just do sports, you know. We're just gonna start off as we were just hearing a nice, beautiful song. Sporting winning the league, first time in 2 years, 3 years, 2 years.
The first time in a very long time. It didn't take you more than 10 years.
Shut your mouth.
2021, and Danny was
2 years.
Yeah.
2 years.
2 years. We had won a couple weeks ago when Benfica lost points to Family Cow, and
we
we
did that
won
purposely.
Yeah, not
Sure.
this.
I still run no sofá.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
It is 12:26 right now when we're recording this, and Sporting is going to be playing Shavs in 34 minutes,
Oh, yeah, baby.
and they're going to release their new home kit for next year already.
Which I don't know how I feel
I don't know how I
about
feel about it from the rumors that I've been hearing. It's like green, black stripes, white stripes. And I'm like, dude, just do normal fucking green and white. Like, that's us. It's for Sporting fans. I think it was a great year for us. We played our best football we've played in a long time, even when we won.
Oh, I think
league.
it's the best football you guys have played in the last 15 years.
Long time.
Incredibly.
You know, a lot of hard games. Just, you know, it basically played out into our hands. I know we could have won. We sucked at the league, Tasca Lusa, but you know, it is what it is.
You still got a final to play.
Still got a final next week
Next week. Yeah.
Next week, yeah, in Jamor against Porto. Please, Lord.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little nervous about that one.
Porto
Needs
something.
Yeah.
Desperately.
Yeah, if we don't win the Dobrodinha, it's a great year, but it's not. It could be better.
Yeah.
You know.
Like Mourinho said it on these last press conference. He goes, "It's already a special year, but I feel like you'll definitely leave a sour taste if we don't win the Taça
Just because of how well they've played.
Because again, we've played phenomenally in
10, 15, 20 years, 30 years, nobody will remember how good you played.
No.
People will remember the trophies you won this year.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if it's only one, it goes back to any other champion you guys have ever won.
Yeah.
This is the way
You know what it is like.
you look at it.
So this, to me, in one of the journalists was like even asking him which one tasted like was more special. Was it the first one or was it this one now? And like, I could only speak for myself. I personally think this one is a little more special to me, just because of the fact that, again, we were on COVID times last time. There wasn't fans, and there was a lot of rumors that Sporting is doing this well because of the fact that there weren't
It was closed
fans.
stadiums.
It was closed stadiums. That's why we didn't have.
It wasn't a close celebration. Y'all destroyed Lisbon.
We went wild. But like,
Fuck it.
we have to go back a couple of years back. Like I'm gonna say like 16, 17, where Bruno Carvalho was still president, and like there was the whole chaos in the balnearios, in the shit and stuff like that.
That popped up in my memories. What was it, like 5
Oh, I
years,
posted
6 years
some-
ago?
I posted
Yesterday?
something about it, yeah.
Yesterday or something?
Yeah.
The dude was like, até valia a pena hoje ter o Ruben Smith in the Bulgaria.
That ass.
That's rough.
That ass.
That's rough.
Oh,
but
dude,
but that's what
fuck
I'm
no.
saying.
Share
dude.
that shit.
But like,
bang, bang, motherfucker.
the fact, Jesus Christ, the fact that like we went from such a tragic thing that happened in
And you guys lost a lot of players.
and we
It
lost a
was-
lot of players, which we called os ratos, which again a lot of them were, but it was the fact that we were able. Varandas came in. A lot of people were talking crap about him.
stabilized you guys.
Stabilized a lot of sporting like clubs inside Sporting itself.
Mobilidades.
Mobilidades. And we ended up putting ourselves back in track within financial debts and stuff like that. We're now on track. We had to sell a lot. We had to sell a lot, but we're finally stable enough where again we were able to win a championship, and now to be in track personally, domestic cups wise, I think we're back in track within like being a possible winner. I think European wise, we still have to go a step higher, which hopefully this year, if Amorim stays, I think it'll be a big.
I don't even
step
think
on it.
Amorim right now is your biggest problem.
No, I think it's more Gyökeres leaving more than anything because I feel like was the missing piece in the puzzle to our team.
Yes. So my first question to you two, right? Because I think Gyökeres is the easy answer to this.
MVP of the league.
Who was your most valuable player this year? Fora Gyökeres. Gyökeres is not the answer.
Morten Yulman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Because he was already captain when he came to us from Lecce, from Syria or Serie B or Syria. So I think that because we went from Pelinha to then we lost Pelinha, then to Ugarte, and then we lost Ugarte, and then we had to fill that gap because Pot can't play in that midfield.
No.
He's just
He needs the
not,
freedom up top.
He needs to be up
He
top.
needs a space.
Murita, he's more of a
Utility man.
yeah. So we really needed that hard physical CDM guy like Pelinha was, like Ugarte was, to really kind of hold it down. And when we got him, and he was the captain, he brought that kind of like captain mentality to that meio campo, so that helped us a lot, like in its own self.
I'm gonna be honest. I thought when you guys lost to Don, it was over for you guys.
Not me. I was glad he fucking left. Not left, but injured.
I thought because the kid's young.
Who?
Yeah, Israel.
Oh, Israel. I thought you meant Adon. I was like,
23 now.
nah, bro, that dude is old as fuck.
No, I'm saying the guy that replaced him.
No, yeah,
He's
yeah.
young. He's what, 22?
Yeah.
He's 22, 23.
And he's young. You know, and to fill the shoes of a guy that's basically your second captain.
Yeah.
That
It's weird. So like, again, I'm gonna go back to 2021 where there was no stability still, where there was no big roles. We had João Pereira, we had Luis Neto, we had Coates,
you still have Luis
and
Neto.
He's retiring.
we're
This
still-
is his
no,
last game.
We have Luis Neto.
Still there.
Yeah, that's true.
But that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. I think
Às vezes não vale a pena quem joga.
Oh, no,
é que
structure-
está no banco.
But that's what
tá
it
na
is.
cabeça.
Structure wise, I think that those three were very important, and I think within the years to come, we've had more roles, important roles, as in players, to have stability within the.
Às vezes a cultura vale mais do que a
And
habilidade.
Yeoman himself was a captain in a Danish league at 19. So like him going to Lecce and again being a captain at Lecce and stuff like that at such a young age shows you the maturity level that you have and the stability to keep players around you like locked up.
My thing is, one player that I wish like we still had. I know he wasn't going to stay there long. Was Bruno? He was a great captain for us. If he stayed, dude, it would have.
See, but Bruno, I don't think would have fit.
He wouldn't. No, he wouldn't have fit because
style.
he needs to be like a Cam. He needs that freedom, and Ruben doesn't play like that. He
Ruben's
plays
very
with
disciplined.
Yeah,
The tactics of how he plays.
and you always have to run back. Bruno
Yeah,
sometimes doesn't run back and all that.
Mourinho, Cruyff. Style coach. Sorry.
I wouldn't even say the running back is Bruno's problem. Bruno's problem is he's like a maverick. You don't know what he's gonna pull out. You don't know what he's gonna do.
Yeah.
He has his position where he plays, but it's like he's never really there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's one player that I would have loved to see him win a league there. And Nani, I mean, I won't be mad if they sign him because he's on a free agent right now. The one player that I will miss whenever he retires is Coates. I feel like that man should get a statue or something named after him over there because he basically went through everything. Didn't leave.
Being a food to a euro.
Basically, you know. And then the one player that surprised me this year was Trincão. The first half, absolute shite. Second half, he fucking turned up hard. And Jenny.
Mentality.
I think Ruben, really believing in Trincão kind of brought his like potential, and then gave him that confidence to play because that.
But also that, right? Like you look at managers and shit like that, right? If you have a shit game, it doesn't automatically mean you're gonna have the next game shit. Sometimes you have to play through that hard time to be able to get there. Because if you don't play through it, and you don't play, and you come on, you're never gonna be.
No. But that's confidence level. And
that's what I'm saying.
I can only speak for like sporting fans. I mean, sporting players. Like you have, think about it. Paulinho, we used to shit on him.
My goat, my goat.
And like. I think the big moments wise, he's there, and like him and Gyökeres being like the main focus, gave Paulinho a space where he could actually breathe and not have that weight on him.
This is what I always said
so much. And
this was my argument always about Paulinho. Paulinho, yes, he is a striker, right? But he reminds me of a Harry Kane without the numbers. He's a guy that can come deep into midfield, receive the ball, hold the ball very well, bring a defender with him, and then play the ball out. Yeah. Again, he is a striker. He should be scoring more goals, 100%. Right? But there is, if in Portugal and in Portuguese, there is not a striker like that we have right now. A guy that can hold the ball off for defenders and then link up play.
So now that leads to my next question. Do you think it should be called for the national team?
Fuck no.
Well, we're gonna get there
because that's not how Roberto Martinez wants to play.
No. We'll eventually get there. Anyways,
how do you think Benfica did? I know we're talking about Sporting a little bit, but
so you mentioned Trincão and having a shit beginning season and then playing through it and then coming out very good. We had a player that played all season that the first 5 or 6 games was on fire, and then the rest of the season was moments, right? And I'm very happy because I keep seeing fucking photos of him in an Inter Miami jersey, and I hope it's fucking true.
All right, your go.
Because one, he's on a lot of money. You can't deny the talent of Di Maria.
No,
you can't deny the talent, right? But on a team how Schmidt wants to play, which is high press, very fast, ball forward, he just kills the play. For me, he kills the play.
Well, you also have a player that it's been literally playing every single game, and Schmidt didn't know how to recycle the players.
Bro, I wouldn't even say recycle the players, right? Because the back four was our back four, and we had no options. We have no right back other than Ba. We have no left back until January, when we brought in the dude from Man United, and then we have the 2 center backs, Fernandes.
Yeah,
and we have the 2 center backs. Beginning of the season, we had Morata playing left back, which wasn't bad. He actually did okay, right? I'm not saying he's the best left back.
I think there was just a lot of misplaced.
I wouldn't even say formation. We spent a lot of money on positions that we didn't need, but we spent too much, and we didn't spend in the right areas.
I agree.
Right? And Pedro told me this stat, between Gonçalo Ramos and Grimaldo, how many goals did they had last year between the two of them?
I couldn't tell you.
Ramos and who? I'm sorry.
And Grimaldo.
I couldn't tell you.
Goals and assists, goal average between the two of them.
Average about 65.
74. Woo. How do you replace 74 goals in a year?
You don't.
Well, you
and 2 players.
You sell 2 players.
And 2 players. How do you replace that?
You don't.
You can't. It's hard. It's impossible. So, with looking at that, and the Gonçalo Ramos one kind of makes sense because we got offered. How do you not offer Grimaldo an extension on the contract? And not give Grimaldo what he wants?
You have Grimaldo. The Grimaldo Benfica era is a freaking love story that just broke up, and Dude, you guys had held Grimaldo for 2 more years than he was actually supposed to be held. And again, didn't realize the value of a player that he was until he was gone.
The Benfiquistas understood the value of what he was. Agora, se a direção não, é uma história
Rui
completamente
Costa
diferente.
didn't.
Right? Eu queria 12 milhões.
Give it to him. Fuck it.
Bro,
He deserved it.
it's worth less than the 30 you went to
And
go
I've
get
said it
the
time and
Brazilian.
time, and I've said it time and time again, dude. You guys, again, Benfica is a brand, well-known brand, has its history. The trophies show for themselves, and that's without a doubt. Do I think within these past couple of years has been a roller coaster of emotions within
my God.
the club staff and the fans? Oh, absolutely.
And not even just that, but it's the club staff, the fans, the managers, the players. It's not just one aspect or the other, because you have the players throwing Rui Vitória and Bruno Lage under the bus. One aspect, right? Then you have what happened with Vieira, right? Then you have the fans turning on Lage at the end. You know, it's just it's back and forth, and there's no cohesion to it all right now.
Sporting back in the day.
You know, now what the only shining light in Benfica at the moment is the 4 or 5 young kids we have in this squad that play. And I talk about him, but I don't want to talk about him because he's still young, and the kid doesn't deserve the pressure that he's getting because he plays every fucking minute of every fucking game, and he's linked to every fucking club.
What do you have here?
João Neves.
You have Araújo.
We have Araújo. We have Thiago Veia.
Florentino.
He's not young.
He's not young
Yeah,
anymore.
no. Florentino already won 2 titles with Benfica.
Yeah.
These are people that haven't won titles yet with Benfica. So you have Thiago Veia, Samuel Soares, João Neves, Rotsberg,
And you have Schurlup, the Norwegian kid, or the Danish kid that you guys loaned out.
and Antonio Silva did win a title last year, but Antonio Silva, and I think Antonio Silva is
João Neves.
burnt the fuck out after the year he had.
He's ass.
I wouldn't say he's ass.
He's definitely
Right?
downgraded.
There
Definitely
is-
lost value.
There is a difference when a team is in confidence and playing well, and that contributes to the whole team, than when a team's not playing well and people are singled out.
I agree.
Right? Because you can look at games, you can look at how he plays and the mistakes he makes, but there's a reason why the ball's getting to that point into the field. You know, it's not. People love, and it's always, and being a Manchester United fan, it's fucking hilarious because people love to dog my boy The Law. The Law can play right, can play left, can play pushing forward, can defend. But The Law makes one fucking mistake. It feels like it's
Gone.
It's
Ruler.
the end of the fucking world to United fans.
That's like Maguire. Make a couple mistakes.
No,
and-
fuck Maguire. All right, but
Maguire is like our Paulinho, if you think about it.
He
yes,
is, honestly.
now Maguire. Now you talk to some United fans, it's like a cult hero.
Honestly, the one player I wish Sporting had was João Neves. That fucking kid is a monster of a fucking player, man.
He never looks tired, bro. He never
fucking
looks
young.
tired,
Let me
bro.
ask you
He's fucking
something.
young,
So
the fuck?
What do you think is Benfica's midfield at the moment? I'm not even saying this season anymore, even though this season
For next season,
for next season at the moment.
for who we have, that's already. Well, so
Yes,
who we
for-
have, that's still there.
João Mario, follow us.
For me, if it's me, it has to be Florentino. It has to be João Neves, the two.
I agree.
It has to be the two, right?
Yeah,
And a lot of
top
people
shot.
talk about Florentino. Every time the team starts doing bad, for some reason Florentino finds himself back into the team.
Gotta blame
Whether
it on
it's under
someone.
Lage, whether it's under Schmidt, whether it's under Jorge Jesus.
Florentino showed up last season where you guys won.
Octopus.
And for some odd reason, towards the second half of the season, he was benched. Made no sense to me. Again, he shows that Benfica is better with Florentino, João Neves, and Coxo in the midfield rather than anything else. So
For me, the midfield three is Florentino, João Neves is 100%. And you need to play our best player that's been the best player on this team, right? And I'm not even talking about João Mario because I don't want to put expectations on a kid that young. How do you play your best midfield that left back half the fucking season or right back? Arsnes is a fucking animal. He looks like Andre Almeida, bro. He plays right back. He plays Trinco. He plays Cam. He plays left back. Wherever you need the kid to play, he plays.
He's a spot player.
Bro, but his best position is the center mid role, bro, where he can grab the ball and move the ball forward.
I agree.
And you don't play him there all year. And then you expect us to win?
But again,
Strategy,
why
baby.
would he put him where Ba is? Personally, I think Ba is a baller. Does he
There's a
have
lot of holes in his game, but yes,
That's
I
what it
agree.
is. But is there room for him to improve? Don't
Yes,
get me wrong.
he's young.
Absolutely,
He's very young.
He's young. But is there potential? Oh, absolutely. You did it. Not for nothing. What was it? Second game with Sporting for the Tasca Portugal. He put Sporting on the pocket, and I'm gonna say it just like that. He literally put Sporting in his pocket because he was doing everything. He was defending, attacking, like completely dangerous man. Again, it's just like there's a lot of holes in the Benfica squad at the moment where he does give me the question of, do you think Roger is going to stay? It's going to go? What's the issue?
Bro, so I said it, and I had this conversation with Pedro, and I agree and I disagree with Pedro. Yes, when you look at the greater aspect of it, who do you bring in?
Mourinho.
Honestly, I see it happening.
Right? Who is out of a job, or who can you afford? Well, you have to pay Schmidt out now because he has a contract. Who do you bring in?
Y'all definitely don't got money for Mourinho then.
No.
So only money that I could see you guys buy in, but he will absolutely say no, is Abel Freire.
And that was who I was going to say, because I would want Abel.
Yeah, but the thing is, Abel Freire definitely wants to stay because there's one, I think it's a Tasca Lusa.
He hasn't won
that he hasn't won yet, and I think that's what he's aiming for highly. But again, with Endrick living and
You could always do Paulo Fonseca too.
Right.
I mean, he's linked to AC Milan, but
and then the conversation I had with Pedro is, Pedro, we were up 15 points last year toward like mid-season,
something like that.
and it was down to at the end 4.
Mm-hmm.
We won by 1 game.
Yeah,
that's after Enzo.
But that's my point, right? Is that yes, we played incredibly for the first 6 months of the year until that Inter game, until the international break. We played incredibly, and then we had that break. And again, teams go on runs. I'm not saying no. That big of a drop. We were 15 points clear, and then we only won by 4 points at the end of the season. I was telling at my father-in-law, I was like, bro, se ele perde o campeonato, pra mim já pode ir pro caralho.
Yet again, you guys renewed his contract within 6 months of him being there.
Bro, dude, that's like
no
the Manchester
sense.
United move, bro.
Makes
Rui
no
Costa
sense.
sense.
You scored 10 goals, okay, you got a 5-year deal.
Woo!
Bro, it makes no sense, bro.
Rest from France.
It makes no sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But-
I think he's gonna stay. I think Emery's gonna stay. Sergio is the 50-50 for me.
I think Ruben Emery's gone, bro.
I don't think so.
I think he's gone. And it's not because I want him to leave.
To be beat.
I think he's gone. I honestly do.
Where?
I think he goes to Liverpool, bro.
No, they already signed. They already
Liverpool already
signed
signed.
the PSV guy. They already confirmed it
Yeah.
for $3.5 million for 2 years.
I did not know this.
Yeah.
Maybe I would need this.
Yeah. So this is the thing.
The only team he would go to is West Ham, but I think West Ham already kind of like.
It'll definitely be a heartbreak for Sportingistas
I'd
if
cry.
he does leave, and I probably will shed a tear or not. But it will be the fact that like we also can be mad.
He won you guys 2 titles, bro. If he
won
wants to go do different.
now he won his more. I think 4 titles.
I'm
at the
talking
moment.
about 2 campeonatos.
Domestics, yeah.
2 campeonatos. It's the most important thing. He won you guys 2 campeonatos. Everything else, if
Everything
it's not
else
European, it's
Yeah.
It's
Again, he wants, but I do think he wants to be. He wants to aim for the bicampeão, and he said he's already working.
My guy.
on the following season, and like I have this fucking ray of hope, and
Again,
hopefully, so.
and Porto's going off probably the worst season they've had in over a decade.
They just switched presidents too.
They just switched
I'm
presidents.
surprised Villas-Boas hasn't died
I
yet.
wouldn't be surprised if Sergio leaves. Right? I think it would be wrong for them to do Sergio that way because Sergio's done.
Well, they have to pay him out $25 million.
Sergio's done miracles with that squad without any help. Porto don't go 3 years without winning a title.
No.
They don't. They went 4 once. They don't do that.
No.
So Porto's gonna have a real big
but that
resurgence
comes-
next year.
But that comes with Villas-Boas being president.
I think he's gonna
again,
do
and
good
like
as a president.
I think I did hear that they're gonna have a talk before the Jamor, which I believe they already did, and that will, I think, depending on what happens at Jamor, will show us if Sergio is gonna stay or not.
All right. Well, all I know is Sporting is campeón, so I don't give a fuck. Going next, this is what Joy really wanted to talk about, was Premier League getting rid of, or going to vote against the VAR to get rid of. To me, I don't really give a fuck.
You honestly watch it as much?
Do you want to explain, like,
So,
Yeah, you can tell the
so
story.
VAR. So the teams are petitioning to get rid of VAR. So it's not just like the FA rules, right? But the FA is also have members from each club that are part of the FA, right? So the clubs are voting to eliminate VAR, right? Which one? Okay. I'm not saying you take out technology completely from the game, and I think that's what they're doing, but this isn't working, right? You could see it in Portugal too. You have games that go to 104 minutes, 105 minutes, 110 minutes. The Chaves, was it Chaves Sporting or no Chaves Casa Pia, bro, was like 115.
Yeah, I don't understand.
You know,
freaking you had Benfica and I think it was Riwa that was like 120.
if they would go and be like, all right, you look once. If you can't tell there's a difference in the play on the field, it goes. Now you're sitting there for 5 or 10 minutes looking, right, and then you're still getting calls wrong.
My thing is,
Right, 'cause a
Premier
lot
League
of
doesn't take that long compared to the Portuguese League. The Portuguese League, they take fucking like 20 minutes just to fucking make one offside call, and then Premier League is like, oh, officiating, 5 minutes, all right, we're going.
But
if they get it wrong, that's another situation. But at least they're faster than Portugal. Portugal, they fucking take like.
because Portugal, the internet sucks in Portugal.
Oh, that's,
It's just there's so much, and then this year alone, and I'm not a Liverpool fan because I find it fucking hysterical. But Liverpool, I think, lost like 9 points from wrong VAR calls. You know, like the offsides. How do you get an offsides wrong?
hey man, they changed the rules so many times. It could be your hand, it could be your toe.
Look at the Bayern Real Madrid. That goal for Bayern was never offside, and
But again, right?
Florentino
If there's
Perez,
no VAR,
baby.
if there's
Paying
no
him.
VAR, you accept that. You accept that whistle because that's how the game's played. If the referee thinks it's offside, he raises the flag. The game's over. You accept it, right? But now in a day like this, you can't accept it because there's VAR. You're supposed to let it play on, and then you go look, right? So what's the middle ground now? Just for that point, just get fucking rid of it.
yeah, see,
Yeah, me too.
I just think like we've had VAR for 6-7 years now.
Is it good or is it bad?
For me, it's been good.
For
Me, it's been great.
it's.
And now they're adding the part where they're announcing the call in the field like it's football.
I think that's a good
I'm not
idea,
gonna
though.
lie, I like that.
I like that idea,
But you're wasting longer fucking time, bro.
and they should fucking have the referees like
Mic'd. You should have the mic. You should be able to. You should be able to go on a website and listen to everything the referee said during the fucking game.
Like and subscribe. It's like a Patreon episode. Just you want to
It's,
listen to the ref? Bam.
And the ref should be fucking interviewed at the end of the game too, to like see what they say about like, oh, what made you make this call or this, and then they can give their reasoning.
See, but that I'm not agree with, right? Because,
Because now you're judging their job.
yes,
and-
because and a lot of times you want to take emotion out of it. You know what I'm saying? You have to be. You can't be one-sided or two-sided or anything. You have to be.
neutral.
Yeah, you know, and it's to have an interview at the end and be like, well, o João Mário deu uma pisca de olho assim, depois eu sabia que tinha que estar amarelo. You know, uma merda dessas, depois, you know.
The red, fuck it.
You know.
I don't know. I'm not. To me, it don't bother me because
But
Tottenham
there's
never wins
more
anything.
happening in the
So
Premier League over the break than just that. It's that.
What is the salary cap?
They're adding a salary cap, which.
good. Man City's gonna go down the
Do
drain.
you know about it?
But
or-
the salary cap goes off to of almost what fair play was, where it's you know you're still gonna have to go off revenue and everything. So there's gonna like a salary cap, right? If they just because there's three different ways I keep hearing about it, where they're gonna add a salary cap and get rid of financial fair play, which you know, you have a salary cap of 300 grand. You can have every single fucking player on your team at 300 grand. You know what I'm saying? Or is it going to be that, and then you still have to go off your percentage of revenue off the year?
So this is what I ended up reading on it, and it was like the limit is 70% for top teams who advance into European tournaments, and 85% for everybody else. Both the purpose spending cap and squad cost regulations, if approved, you'll only be effect of 25-26.
Yeah, it'd be next.
Now, is that included? What's it called? A revenue that you make from like advertisements. And
Yeah,
stuff
it's
like
all
that.
revenue. It's all revenue.
Okay.
You know, revenue is revenue, right? But again, it goes to the fact, right, that you have teams that find ways around it, you know. And I'm looking at you.
Yes, I know.
And I'm looking at you. You have owners that have a tribal of fucking teams in every part of the fucking world, where you can go buy a player from Brazil, send him to New York FC,
And then buy it.
and then loan him to fucking Man City.
Yeah.
Right, which kind of something like that is happening. I'm not 100% sure on the name of the team, the name of the player, and the name of the affiliate. You know, wink, wink. But I'm not going to get into that part.
I don't know who he's talking about.
I know what he's talking about. He's talking about the kid from New York City FC.
I don't even think it's New York City FC. I think the team in Australia bought him.
He was like 9 years old or 12 years old, whatever the fuck it was.
No, it was recently.
Oh, the Philadelphia Union guy?
No.
The kid?
No,
Oh.
the kid
No.
is like super young.
No, they fucking Man City bought not Man City. Man City's tribal of teams, or whatever, bought a kid from Brazil, and they brought him. Is it Welberg? The team in Australia. You have a team in Australia too, by the way. I don't know if you know that as a Man City fan.
We don't have it.
Yes, you do, bro. It has the same.
president has.
It has the same fucking colors and a different name.
Hey, potato,
All right?
potato.
But
Don't hate the
Anyways.
game.
So Euro 24, coming up in about, 3 weeks?
it's about a month away.
About a month?
It's about a month away. It
All right,
starts.
yeah, because we have Tasca Portugal, and then after 3 weeks after. It's,
Yeah.
So we,
They bumped
the
up.
call up,
They bumped up first.
Yeah, they
So
bumped up people.
it was 23 man squad. Now it's a 26.
so they're gonna do Portugal call up on the 21st of June. Sorry, May.
You want to go through it?
Let's talk about it.
Real
All
fast.
right. We're taking 4 goalies. Who are you taking?
Rui Patricio.
Rui Patricio, Theo Costa, Luis Massimiliano. What's the other one from Spain?
I don't know. You got me
Forgot his
beat.
name. I will not take Sa. What's the other one from Almeria? I forgot his name.
I need to do some research. I got the research.
I don't know.
Talk to the masses.
Whatever.
I take
I
Diogo.
wouldn't even take a fourth.
I take Diogo. I take São Patricio.
Patricio.
Yeah.
I take Antonio Lopes.
Really?
Aren't they going to be relegated?
None of these motherfuckers are gonna play, bro. It's gonna be Diogo Costa. Diogo Costa's playing.
I agree.
You bring the guys for nostalgia in case we win a title. They get a fucking medal.
Nostalgia.
Anyways, go on. So what was your fourth?
Massimiliano plays for Almeria.
Dude, there's some other chop. Freaking-
For this.
Whatever.
Same people. Diogo Costa is going to be our starter.
Right backs, left backs.
Delo.
Wait, so we all agree that
Costa's going to
Costa's
start.
starting.
Yeah, he's starting.
Yes.
Right backs. Carlos Gallo.
Well, let's say you're taking 6 right or left backs.
Okay. I think Nuno Santos should get called up. Nuno Mendes. I'll do 3 and 3. So 3 on the left, 3 on the right. So 3 left. Nuno Santos, Nuno Mendes. He'll go on the right. Another left back. I don't know.
Mention Mario Rui.
No.
Nostalgia.
Probably Guerreiro.
Guerreiro,
He's
yeah,
probably going to end
for
up going. Right back, Cancelo. I don't really know any, like... Delo. Right back.
I'd probably take Nelson.
Samilo, yeah, because he's been having a good year.
Not a bad
that's,
year.
That's who I got for my 3 threes.
Yeah, that's totally my three.
Maybe 6 months ago, I probably would have thrown João Mario in there. Maybe not
Oh.
now.
Well, he got after the injury.
Yeah, maybe not now.
Center backs, Ignacio, Diaz,
4 or 5.
4 or 5. Ignacio, Diaz, Antonio Silva. There's a Portuguese one that plays somewhere weird. I think in
In
France.
Berlin.
Yeah, no. Yeah, he's
Salah,
no. Yeah, I think he's Union Berlin. He's played for Porto. I forgot his
Duarte.
name. No. Fuck, what's his name now? Played for Porto.
Thiago
Diogo Leite?
No, Diogo Leite.
No.
Yeah, it is Diogo.
Diogo Leite? That's 3, right? That's 3. I don't really have anybody else to really that really stands
You're not
out to
taking
me.
the old man?
Pep?
I might have an argument for the old man to start.
I mean, I wouldn't start him, but I'd probably bring him as like a
I have
senior role
I'd have
to
an argument
fucking
for him to start.
to fucking that was lambada.
All right, I'll go with my defenders. Left back, right back. Nelson Semedo, Dalot, Cancelo, Nuno Mendes, Rafael Guerreiro, and the myth, the legend, Nuno Santos. And then we're talking about center backs: Ruben Dias, Antonio Silva, Pep, Inácio, Thiago Jaló from Juventus now, Diogo Leite, and I'll put Danilo in there as well.
Danilo.
So I think he goes, but he wouldn't be in my squad.
No.
Like my 26 men, I'd take Leite
Oh,
over
sorry,
Danilo.
Totti Gomes.
He's having a decent season too. I'm around the same picks.
Yeah.
I'm around the same picks. Midfield.
I have to look at all these people.
I think
Pelinha.
Bruno, Bernardo are automatic.
I'm just yes.
3. It's another 3.
Vitinha, João Neves, Pot. Even though Pot, I think he'll play more of a wing than anything else.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that. I think that's from midfield. I don't really see anybody else, to be honest with you.
No Ruben Neves, no Otavio.
I would do Ruben Neves.
I would do Otavio over Ruben Neves.
I
But
agree.
If I was to choose, I would do Otavio for sure.
Yeah, I think Otavio.
Right? Again,
Mas
I think they
caralho.
both go, but
Again, I think Matheus Nunes is going to be called.
I don't think so.
I don't think he should.
I don't think he'll
I
get
don't
called.
think he has
He has no-
had the year or the playing time where you'll be.
He should just get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, but again,
we got to remember, this happens a lot at City, where
No,
he
it does.
buys a player, they don't play for 6 months, they don't play for a year, and then he become a major role into the squad at the end. Pep doesn't give you that pressure of having to play right off the rip.
and some players make it, some players don't.
Yeah.
Like you're talking about Philip Phillips, where you used to freaking embrace that
Calvin
dude to
Phillips.
being a great player. He's just not a big team player. It reminds, as we say in Portugal, jogador a Braga.
Who's your attackers?
Leal, Pot, Trincão. What's that for? How many can we bring? How many we in total?
4 or 5. They probably be 5 or 6.
Okay, so Leal, Pot, Trincão, Ronaldo, Felix.
Ramos.
I'm iffy about him. I feel like I'm missing somebody.
Ramos.
Oh, Conceição.
That was actually going to be a question I was going to ask.
Conceição.
What Francisco had a better year?
Oh,
both had great years, I mean.
Chico had a better year.
Chico had Porto on his back. all
Yeah,
year.
so I think he deserves to get called up. Miss anybody else? Felix, I can't. I don't know. He's gonna get called up regardless, but I just don't see what he did at Barca. That
Say the same thing about Cancelo.
we don't really have anybody else.
I think ever since that comment he had about Ronaldo, he fucking went straight downhill, bro. He had that one comment about
He's like,
Ronaldo.
see ya.
Who's your attacking front?
That, I think...
Oh, Jota Silva. Sorry.
I don't think he gets called.
Neither do I.
Neither do I, but at a nice.
I think Jota from Liverpool gets called.
Oh, I totally forgot about that. I thought he was injured.
I think he still goes. I think Chico definitely deserves the call, and I think he'll get the call before Trincão. Not saying that it's deserved or not deserved. I think Chico, just for how.
Jorge Mendes squad.
No, I wouldn't even
Right,
say
baby.
that, bro. É jogador com garra.
Caralho.
You know, it's something that Portugal very lacks nowadays is a player that the fighting spirit of a player. Chico is definitely his father's son. In that aspect where if he has to come back and he has to rough somebody up, he will.
See, you got to be smart, man. Like, I understand about the whole Gaga situation, but we also have to think of you can't be hot-headed. And you're going, like, such a major tournament as it is right now, I think you need experience over roughness.
Okay, so who's experience over Trincão? I mean, over Chico.
Chico, right now, to be honest, Bernardo Silva.
No. I'm not saying.
You definitely, like, we could talk about how good of a midfielder Bernardo can be, but you're not going to take that right wing or the right mid position from Bernardo Silva without a doubt.
I think you do.
Who?
I don't think Bernardo should be playing a winger.
No, I think, to be honest, I like him as a midfielder.
He should be a midfielder.
More than as a winger.
Because he is a midfielder.
Yeah.
To me, he's just such a master ball. Like, he's ball on his feet, dude. You can't fucking...
Starting 11 is Costa, Cancelo.
What's your formation?
4-3-3.
4-3-3.
Costa, Cancelo, Diaz, Inacio. If they play, well, depends how he plays. If he plays a 4-3-3, Inacio doesn't start. If they play a 5-back, Inacio plays. Ruben Diaz. I'm gonna go on a limb here, and I'm probably gonna say Pep. To be honest with you.
I want you to say your lineup. Who would you start?
Who would I start?
Who would you play
All right,
tomorrow? Portugal's first game is tomorrow. Your lineup. Who do you play?
I'm going with the 5-back. I would do Costa. I would do Dalot, Diaz, Inacio, Antonio Silva, and then I would have Nuno Mendes on the left. What am I going to play? A 5-3-2. I would play Palhinha and Bernardo in the middle. See, now it's going to get tough. 4, 5, 6. Leao on the left. If Jota's healthy, I put him in the right. It's 8.
Who Jota?
Diogo Jota. Bruno at cam. That's 10, right? I think.
Your striker.
And then Ronaldo. Sorry, but you just can't bench him.
Diogo Costa. Dalot.
Mm-hmm.
Formation?
4-3-3. Dalot. Nuno Mendes. Ruben Dias. Gonçalo Inácio. Palhinha. Otávio. Bruno. Leão. Ronaldo. Bernardo.
Oh, so you're playing Bernardo as a winger? Yeah.
Not saying that it's his favorite position, but if Bruno is playing on this team, you can't have them both in the midfield. It doesn't work.
So you and I have about the same formation. Same squad. Only thing I would do, I'll probably do a 5, where it would be Diogo. I would maybe have Dalot or Cancelo. Then you would have Ruben, Pep, Inacio, and have Nuno Mendes on the left. Or again, Cancelo on the left with Dalot on the right.
Nuno Mendes is healthy. But
I think
Nuno Mendes starts.
Nuno Mendes is so healthy right now. He's definitely...
Dude, fucking knock on wood, bro. The motherfucker
definitely
always hurt.
should
Knock
start.
on wood, please. It's not wood. It's plastic.
Shikarak. Now we have in the midfield, I would say Palhinha and...
See, but I think in a 5-back, I don't think you need Palhinha, bro.
yeah, but let's just say Palhinha and Bruno.
Yeah, the 5-back.
Palhinha and Bruno, and then I would have Bernardo on the right, Leão on the left, and people are gonna hate me for this, but I would have Gonçalo Ramos in the front.
I just don't think he's. No, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't think you keep Ronaldo on the bench.
53 goals, bro. 53 goals this season.
I understand, dude. But
53 goals. When you service and when you give Ronaldo the service that he needs, he'll score you goals.
now my subs, I would actually love to have Vitinha there. And we forgot to talk about
No. I didn't. No, I was thinking Vitinha over Otavio, but I need a box them for that formation to work. You need a box-to-box midfielder.
Yeah.
And that's what Otavio gives you.
Yeah, but there's no way. Like you have to have Vitinha on that call up, regardless.
Oh, Vitinha plays. I'm not saying, but Vitinha is your first sub in.
Oh, yeah,
Vitinha changes the game for you.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Such a baller, fucking baller.
Turn on that iPad so I know what's next.
Sorry. That being said, what are predictions for Euro 2024?
If England plays their cards right, I think they win.
You're out of your fucking
You're
mind.
fucking crazy.
Not with that manager. You're out of your mind.
That's why I said if they play their cards right, they'll win. I see Germany having a very strong competition this year.
We say that every year.
No, but I have confidence
They're
that
it's good for them because they're home.
and I think their bigger players like Florian Wirtz fucking, getting better each year, winning the league. I think they're going to make a come up. I don't know. I just feel like they just have it more well put together now. And Germany had so many good players, and they left out Hummels, Julian Brandt, Andy Emma, all these players that did really well at Dortmund. He left out because he had to pick other people.
That could be jeopardized.
And then Spain,
But he still brought
no.
bro. He still brought young old guys too. It's not.
And I think Spain is one to watch as well. My dark horse.
Ooh.
I hope Portugal wins. Don't get me wrong. I fucking hope they fucking Cinco Zero every fucking game.
As a dark horse, dude.
I mean, they're
Dark horse would be
kinda
like
shit.
freaking North Macedonia.
No, that's just a miracle. It's not a dark horse. It's just a fucking miracle.
Yeah, I hope Portugal wins, but I think those three for me are.
Well, the only thing I'm with the Portugal winning is I'm sure as hell hope so, but again, it comes back to me. Joey speaks about it all the time, that the golden era of Belgium, where Roberto had it, but again, I've read so many things about like the ego in that squad was so big that I think that's what ruined that era.
We don't have egos in our squad.
We do, but I
We
feel
have a lot. We have a lot of fucking egos in our
no,
squad.
we absolutely do. But is it trimmed down correctly? I think there is. We just have to see and go from there.
I don't know.
We shall see in a couple of days who gets called up then.
So, couple fun facts. Right. One, Bayern Leverkusen still undefeated.
Woo!
These motherfuckers keep scoring like 98-minute fucking equalizers.
Estrellinha, caralho.
Oh, and I have a couple I've actually screenshotted to talk about.
Oh, yeah,
Sporting is 7 goals away from having 100 on the league.
Ooh, and the game
another-
has
And they play
started
shots. So maybe that's going to happen.
right now.
Another fun fact, Ronaldo has 56 goals this year. Manchester United has like 54 this year.
Good.
Thiago Alcantara leaves as a free agent this year for Liverpool. He's up for a free agent. Nobody's picked him up yet. Jamie Vardy renews his contract
Back to the Prem.
and renews his contract with Leicester.
I saw Red Bulls y cigarro, caralho.
There's a player from Argentina, has the record. So Kun Aguero has the record for being the youngest player in history to play a professional football game, which was 15 years and 35 days. Right? Player in Argentina broke it. Debuted 14 years and 29 days.
14.
Resistor?
Your sister?
Resistra?
Your sister?
Matteo Polio.
That 14-year-old kid
Polino.
for Philadelphia Union just signed. He's pretty decent too.
Yeah, but I'm saying he made a professional debut.
All right, that being said, we got picanha to cook and
Yo,
people to eat.
I'm fucking people to eat.
Oh, so one more thing.
Well, not people to eat, but
last
eat
thing.
picanha.
Cannibal.
Last one, right? And I'm going to go back to the Bayern Leverkusen, right? Bayern Leverkusen won the league. Now, if they win
Europa.
They win Europa and they win the cup. Do they surpass Arsenal with the unbeaten thing, with that aura of being unbeaten?
Yes. Well, I don't know.
It's tough, dude. It's different league.
I'd say 100%.
I think
150% they all pass Arsenal
yeah.
just because they won a European title.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That and the cup. Arsenal
Undefeated.
Arsenal was undefeated, but undefeated only in the league. And they had like 14 ties that year. And then they lost to Barcelona. Was it Barcelona that year? They've been undefeated. I'm pretty sure it was Barcelona. They lost to Barcelona, and then they lost to United in the cup, if I'm not mistaken. So
beats me.
At least that's my opinion on the fact. I think, and I could just be biased. I fucking hate Arsenal.
I'm just trying to get Sporting to get to 100. To be honest, if they win 7-0 today against Chaves, dude, I'm sorry. Go back to Sotelo, put some grass on those freaking turf, and have Chaves player play there. Because within the Estoril situation and anything else, you guys need to start getting your shit together.
I just want to go eat pequeña. On that note, Festa is coming up. We have Dia de Portugal and Elizabeth. That's what, the first weekend in June? That's happening. We have the Portugal Day weekend in Newark. That's what dates?
7, 8, 9. With
Boom. We have Miniola. I love how you spell Miniola wrong here, but whatever. Miniola. Whenever that is. You tell me because you're from New York.
Austining.
Miniola, caralho.
Same day as Newark.
Oh, yeah. And then Austining. 15th. Well, there you go. Dia de Portugal for Minhotos Marotos on June 9th at the Vasco da Gama Club in Bridgeport. $70 for adults, $30 for crianças, 5 to 12. We have San João in Waterbury, Connecticut at the club, the 22nd and 23rd of June. Aníbal will be performing there.
With Camponeses do Minho. I won't be performing. Camponeses do Minho will be performing.
Yeah. Camponeses do Minho. Yeah.
I think they're having Father's Days at Portuguese Our Lady of Fatima in Bridgeport as well. For Father's Day. That's 16th of June.
Yeah. That's all I got. What do you got? Anything else?
That's all I got, too.
You want to go eat?
Hell yeah.
On that note, Aníbal, where can they find you? Good talk.
Tasca Lusa.
No, follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Please subscribe to the video. You guys really like that. Our first episode. We really appreciate all the views that we got. If you guys would subscribe, like it, comment whatever you guys want to see us do.
For
whatever he just said. And that's it. Yeah. So we will see you next time. Hopefully sooner than this past one because we took a couple weeks to get another one. So kudos to that. And we will see you guys later.
Ciao later.
Later.
Beijinhos à prima.